Alright. Pick your left up last video. Sorry for the interruption. Dinner was ready. So I got to basically where Denji and Reze went to a festival where they're basically on area good view, get the fireworks, and that's when basically she admits that she likes him. Is that he kind of likes her, but he kind of likes somebody else. And then she kisses him and bites his tongue. Yeah. And he tries his best to transform into, well, the Chainsaw Man, but she keeps stopping. I think he also chopped off his hand, and then the Shark Devil comes to realize who the heck she is. That's the Bomber Devil. And then she takes off a little pin, like it's a grenade, and then basically her head transforms into a bomb. Her arms get covered along with her legs, and apparently it looks like basically it almost forms like an apron filled with special explosives. And she basically starts chasing Denji and the Shark Devil to the point where Denji is, well, he's slowly regenerating, not full there yet. The Shark Devil tries to fight her, and then like they're on the middle of the road on a mountain. All of a sudden, we have 3 civilian devil hunters show up, who call for backup, and then of course she deals with them pretty quickly, and the Shark Devil gets Denji away. Meanwhile, though, I have to forget this guy's name because I keep forgetting the guy's name. The guy with the katana. So basically, goes visit somebody over at Division 2, where basically he's sparring somebody, and he's there as a favor for a friend of his. He even offered him a position to, whatchamacallit? Oh yes, it was, yeah, and basically she's there to get his mysterious chainsaw organ. Oh, it's, okay, so Hikawa. Yes. So Hikawa was training with a friend of his over Division 2. And then all of a sudden, Denji is brought there by the Shark Devil. Oh, his name is Beam. That's his name, Beam. He's voiced by Derek Snow. Yep. So then, of course, like here's Reyes and Reze, I think that's Brown's name, where she basically proceeds to blow up the entire district, the Division 2 building, kills everybody in the building. But of course, basically, Denji's friends hop in the car, Denji, of course, losing blood. The angel devil basically gives him some blood. And then, of course, Denji proceeds to chainsaw his way off a roof. Yeah, over halfway through the movie, we finally get a chance to see the Chainsaw Man. Yep. They're like, why the heck did it take so long to have him transform into Chainsaw Man? Well, kind of in a way that is not the movie's fault for that. You're probably thinking like, okay, the fault for this of why it took him so long to become Chainsaw Man, it's actually the arc's fault, because that's basically the arc was presented. And the movie itself was basically just presenting it how the manga presented it. And basically it's like, oh yeah, like this was a lie, she does kind of like him, and of course Typhoon Devil Summon 2. And they basically just blast away through half of freaking Tokyo, like destroying like 2 buildings, and what appears to be causing the death of about 50 people. Like, damn. Yeah. And goes over the place. The Shark Devil basically is one point made into Denji's horse. Yes, the Shark Devil. Beam. And using a chainsaw as basically his mouth, so as reins. And they just blast away. They get the Tokyo Tower. It becomes like a big humongous battle. He doesn't actually beat the Bomber Devil. No, he doesn't beat Reze. He does beat Typhoon Devil. Yep, that actually is a pretty good sight to see in the movie. Beats that particular creature and causes a humongous mess, because that was probably by far the biggest devil seen to date in the series. Because I thought that was quite interesting. There's also the violence theme was voiced by Josh Bringle. Yeah. And of course, Typhoon Devil was defeated here. And then, of course, basically, Denji, by the way, also, Reyes is basically running around wearing nothing but her apron and a pair of panties. Yes, seriously. And then Denji, in a way, stops her by using his chains, at one point chopping off his hands, actually blowing up his hands, and wraps her in the chains, drops her to the ocean floor, and then washing up on the shoreline, where he basically gave her his shirt. And then she walks away, despite the fact him taking her off or run away together. She's like, and then we see her where she's basically back in her outfit she made her debut in, gets a red flower, and appears to leave on a train, changes her mind. Denji, of course, leaves the apartment with the Power's cat there, and goes to the cafe. She's about to arrive at the cafe, and then she's stopped by Mokima. By the way, she refers to her as Devil's like, oh, you have her color. And then she's stopped by her and chops one of her arms off. She's basically hit with a spear. You think she's dead here. Oh, no, she's not dead. She comes back. And she's pretty much captured by Mokima. And, of course, Denji's wondering, like, all day, wondering whether she's going to show up there. And then Power comes in. Her horns restored back to the way it should be. And, of course, Denji starts eating the flowers, annoying her. This happened in a post-credit scene, mind. Yes. Oh, Aki's sword. Because he used it, it drained life by 2 months. Yep. But not much else to say about this movie. It's really good. Oh gosh, yes, it's really, really good. Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of basically the Angel Devil, like, oh my gosh, I don't like to see much of his face, just basically the way they put his picture on Wikipedia. It's like, at least everyone else basically tends to have smiley faces. So anyways, yeah. But overall, really good movie. Now, I've heard this movie is made worldwide over $100 million. Like, damn. That's a lot. Indeed. In case you're curious, though, maybe the same studio made the show? Yes, indeed. Now, here is hoping, really, really hoping, that with this movie probably doing as well as it is, I mean, 100 million is actually pretty good box office for an AM movie. Let's hope this movie basically tells Mappa, basically fans see people seeing this like, hey Mappa, can you give us a season 2, please, and have the rest of the public school, the public see the arc, please. This movie proves the fact this movie is popular. This series is popular. Please do it. Give us a season 2. Yeah, they only had 3 story arcs left. You're like, really? Yeah, really. So, you're probably thinking, by the way, the manga itself was from chapters 39 to 52. I would think, like, you would think it's similar case with Demon Slayer, because after season 1 they did the Mugen Train movie, and that proved to be so successful. They greenlit more seasons, and of course then we have this very next season of the show. So those of you curious, like, okay, so they adapted the Bamaga arc, and they did a really good job with it. So next one is International Assassins, and this is roughly 18 chapters. Yep, 18 chapters. Then you have Gun Devil, which is actually second to last arc of the Public Safety Saga. This covers 7179. It's actually a shorter arc. And then you have Control Devil. This was basically the final arc of the Public Safety Saga. But here's something really weird. It was after this arc concluded, because people thought, oh, the series is over. Nope. I guess because the manga was selling really well, they decided to have it where we have another season. Another saga, per se. First we have the Academy Saga, which is the one ongoing right now. We have Justice Devil, which takes the chapters 90 to 11. Dating Denji, which is 112 to 120. Failing Devil, 121 to 31. Chainsaw Man Church Arc, 132 to 155. Aging Devil Arc, 156 to 190. The current arc is going into chapter 191. You're like, really? Oh yeah, really? And this arc only started just the start of this very year, and they just released a chapter, like the most recent one that just came out, was in fact 217. I am actually a little behind in the manga. I actually have been reading the manga, like pretty much basically all of what's happened for the anime here. I've read it to chapter 118. You're like, really? Like, what arc does that cover? Basically, I'm in the Dating Denji arc. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil this arc. People haven't read it, but I recommend checking the manga out. Yes. By the way, the current saga is going on since July of 2022, which was just before the anime came out. Yeah, and the previous saga lasted only for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years, 97 chapters. I think, if I remember correctly, I believe that the manga itself is released, I think it's like somewhat weekly, or like, yeah, I think it's weekly at first. And the Academy Saga only started up 2 years later, because I think a lot of people thought that the series was over with chapter 97, but nope, that was for Saga. Then they brought it back, basically, where it bypassed chapter 100. I need to probably read more of the manga. But overall, basically, I should point out, like I keep saying, manga is fantastic. And overall, they only have like 3 more arcs to be adapted for the Public Safety one. In the case of International Assassins, you probably think, like, looking at the, like, Like how many episodes could take at this one since it's 18 chapters? They usually do about 3 episodes, so my guess is they could probably get this done about, let's see, I'd say 6. Gun Devil, that'll be done in about 3 episodes. And Control Devil, which is 18 chapters once again. So if they do season 2, they probably cover the remaining arcs of the Public Safety Saga. Probably yes, but that depends upon Mappa of when the heck they're greenlit this thing. Maybe after they finish adapting Jujutsu Kaisen, maybe. Who the heck knows? But gotta wait for Mappa, because basically I don't think anybody knows if in fact this will come on or not. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, to notifications. Next up we have is the Banished Court Magician aims to be the strongest. Okay, next video. Bye.